We have all heard people don't leave bad jobs, people leave bad bosses. Friends, today we are going to discuss about qualities of a good leader. See, we know that most of the people they don't leave the job because of the job or the company. They leave the job because of the leader, right? Because of the boss. So let us understand what are the quality or what are the basic qualities a good leader must have it. A study says 61% of the people who are working under a bad boss want to leave at the job and want to search for other job. And 27% of the people who are working under good boss or good leader only wants to leave the job. So it's very clear that people stick with good leaders. Right? If you are a good leader, definitely people will love to work under you. So I'm going to give you today 10 things great leader do every day. The number one quality of a good leader is the great leader always love to share the information. See, leaders are always a learning person. So they keep on update themselves, they keep on acquire a lot of knowledge and they share those knowledge to their team. So that their team will be up to date and the team can give a better productivity. Right? So the number one quality is share information. So if you are a leader and if you also have a learning mentality and learn a lot of new things and update those learning to your team, that means you are a good leader. Right? And the second one, a great leader always put a lot of thoughts into hiring. He knows that building a team is the most critical thing in this job. So he will always put a lot of thought into the hiring. Normally, a great leader or try to acquire people who have a good character. Because if you have a team member who have a good character, you can train whatever you want to him. Right? So it's always important that we should acquire or we should pick a good character person. Right? So a great leader is the one who always put a lot of thoughts into hiring, because hiring is the most important thing. That's how you build the building blocks of your vision. Right? And the third important quality of a great leader, he looks for and celebrate wins, because he knows that appreciation is one of the very key factor to motivate people, because people are working for two things, right? One is for the money and another one is for organization. And if you don't do the organization properly, they don't get motivated. Right? Even if you are paying a lot of money to your team member, still they won't be getting the motivation to work because they are not getting the recognition. So what we as a leader we need to do is we need to make sure, we have to make sure that we recognize all the wins and we celebrate those wins. Right? And the fourth one, what a great leader will do is respect team members' time. See, if you are a leader, you understand that your team members are putting their precious time to do your work, right? So you should respect their time, because during those time they are actually entirely focused on the work and they are putting their 100% effort and they are not wasting those time for some other activity. So you must respect their time. So as a good leader, that's the most important quality, right? So we must respect the team members' time. And the fifth one, what a good leader will do is, he is empathetic. See, empathetic doesn't mean that, if somebody is not doing the work, you always say that, okay, leave it, or it's okay, you don't work now. So it's basically, it means that, okay, you respect his emotions, you respect his issues, and same time you get the productivity out of that. Right? You should not harass him or you should not pressurize him. Instead of that, you show that respect, you show that empathy, and make sure that he get a productivity out of that. Right? He's always empathetic. So empathy is a very important thing to actually build a rapport. So if one of your, let us say, team member is not keeping well, or he has some issue at his family or whatever, and when you go and approach him with empathetic mode, basically he will feel more attachment to you. Okay, so always make sure that if you are a leader, you always show empathy to your team member. And the next important thing what a good leader do is accountable. He is accountable for everything. He take the responsibility of the entire team's work, right? Because that doesn't mean that he will go and do all the works. He will take the entire responsibility and he delegate those responsibility to his team member, right? But at the end, he always say that I am the responsible person, and if there is some mistake happen, I am the responsible person for that mistake. I won't blame my team member. Instead of that, I take the accountability, and I am the owner of that business, right? So he always take the accountability. Even though he gives the credit to his team member, but whenever any responsibility comes, he takes the responsibility and he delegates those responsibility, right? And the very next important quality or the things what a good leader do is say thank you. It is a very important thing because I have seen with some of the very top level leader, when their team member leaves the office, they always say thank you because they respect their time, their work. They had contributed a lot of things to his work, right? So always before leaving the office, create a habit of saying thank you, right? So that makes a lot of difference. Because when you say thank you to your team member, they understand that this guy is actually respecting me. He's actually respecting my time. He's respecting my skills. He's respecting my knowledge. He's respecting my job. So at least he will get the motivation to come tomorrow with full of energy. Right? So always try to show the gratitude. It's not only while leaving, even if whenever they finish a job, say thank you, good work. Right? So that's very important thing, that we show the gratitude, we appreciate them. Okay. And the eighth important one, what a good leader always do is, he never forget that his team member has a life outside the work, right? Because they are not born only to do work, they have other their personal life also, right? They have to go and meet friends after the office hours. They may have to go and spend time with family. They may have to go to movie. They may have to go to parties. They may have to do whatever they want, right? Because he respect, or he always remember that they have a life after their work. And so that he makes sure that they work within the time limit, and after completing the time, they leave the office and they also enjoy their personal life. Right? That is why people love to work with good leaders. Right? And the ninth important point or the activity or what a good leader do is, they are very good communicator. They are a great communicator always. See, whenever they want to communicate, see, they have a vision, right? They have taken some projects or whatever, and they have a vision. So the vision has to be communicated to their team member properly, right? And they are very good at communication. Well, that doesn't mean that they speak a very high level of English language or any language, but they will be able to communicate properly to their team member and convey the message very clearly. What is our goal, and what this person has to do, and what this person has to do, and what this person has to do. So he will be able to communicate it properly. Right? So they are very good at communication. So because they are very clear in their vision and their goal, and they are very clear on the process, so that they clearly communicate to their team member. Right? And the last and final 10th important thing what a great leader always do is create leaders. Leaders always create leaders. So if there is a leader and they have a team members, he will try to create more leaders out of this team member, because he knows that when more leaders comes, he will also grow and the entire team will also grow. Right? That's how they grow each other. So he always tried to create leaders. Right? So friends, these were 10 things a great leader always do in his life. Right? So friends, if you are a leader, you also find out whether are you following all these 10 things, right? Or are you missing out something from this? If you are missing, you try to implement those things, right? And that's how you can also become a good leader. I hope you like this video, and I have few requests to you before winding up. I have scheduled some master classes coming weeks, and the link to register for the master class is there in the description. So click on the link and register for the master class. Also, if you're first time watching my video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, comment in the comment box what is your opinion, what is your key takeaway, and share this information with your loved one. So thank you very much. Wishing you all a happy and successful life.